Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Today we have an amazing filmographer slash actor,
Yeah.
Isiah Torres.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Yeah, I'm Isiah. I am a film major and also an actor, so I'm kind of busy here and there.
Nice. So, my first question is, how do you balance acting and filmmaking?
Yeah, good question. That's a lot. It definitely is a lot of. It's very time consuming, especially with what I do with my university. Um, I'm doing shows there for scholarship, and then I'm also majoring in film. So like with the shows I do on campus, it's from like 7 to 11 p.m. every single day, on top of my classes, but then also trying to fit in film. How I do it, I really don't know. I just get through it and pull through. And luckily I have a lot of friends who like help with support me and just like keep me going and fam. But yeah, it's definitely a lot to juggle, but it's worth it at the end.
Awesome. So I saw your TikTok, and I got over that one that got over 1 million views.
Crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
I know.
What behind the scenes is that one?
Yeah, so that one was for Pluto Projector, which was posted prior to. It's funny because the behind the scenes got like so much more viral than the main video.
Yeah.
But hey, it's all good. Like we love to see people interested
Yeah.
in like behind the scenes of filmmaking. But yeah, so that was for Pluto.
That's awesome. So the Pluto Project. So you film music videos. What else?
Yeah, so I'm starting to. So I've always kind of wanted to like enjoyed making like music videos because I'm someone who like when you talk about audio to me when it comes to short films, it's not my like I stress about it because it's so much that goes into like it. So like I've always loved just like being able to tell stories through music rather than having to like make a short film about it. But I make short films too. But we're getting there. We have a lot of stuff planned for next year. But yeah, I've just always loved creating like my own music videos. And then the whole thing with Pluto Projector was actually like how would I wanted to incorporate a story, but then the song Pluto Projector in a 1 minute TikTok. Like that was all it was made for. So yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome. So your favorite thing to film is music videos.
Definitely one of my favorites. I'm starting to dip more in like I said, I have some things for like bigger short films, but I think I'm just more comfortable and I love just making music videos right now.
Nice. So you act, film. So when you're acting, do you have somebody take over the role of filming?
Oh yeah. So for example, I have a short film on YouTube called Good Grief.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh great. Yeah. So that one, while I was acting, I just had my the camera operator kind of just like, hey, this is what I want, this is the vision, and then like you do it. And then for me, it was just kind of like take a couple takes of how I did it. So, yeah, I guess kind of give the trust to the camera operator. But that one was definitely a smaller scale one, so it wasn't as stressful.
Nice. So how did you get into filming?
Yeah. Well, I've always been ever since I was little, I've always liked recording like little fun things on like my iPod, like a little iPod Nano. And I would just record little fun things around the house or try to make videos, do shows. Like I said, I've been acting since I was a kid. So I've always wanted to incorporate it like for film, and be able to tell stories on film as much as I love acting. So ever since I was little, and then once I went to college, what did I want to do? And I definitely wanted to dive into like film production because I want to eventually one day work in the entertainment industry. So yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, I had another filmographer on. He does like filming, he does like the writing, because he was a writer before. So he did the writing, he does the filming, he does the editing, he does everything.
Love that.
I know. I was like, wow, it's blown away.
Yeah.
He does a bunch of stuff like that. So do you just do the acting and filming, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I do like usually like if I like for some of the stuff I'm working on next year, I'm also writing, but I wouldn't say I'm like a screenwriter. Like, I definitely love writing and creating things, but it's not my specialty. And then I love lighting. and that kind of goes with cinematography. So I love, like, I'm a big light person, so like the Pluto was all like, I want it to look like this, I want it to look like that, and thankfully it did. And then I also not the best at editing. I'm working on that, but that'll come. I'm not a pro, but hey, we get through it.
Yeah. I like editing. That's probably my favorite thing about video. Like I edit this podcast. There's not really much to edit. You just trim it. But I edit this podcast, and then my cousin has a YouTube channel where he was in the minor leagues, and he would bring on major baseball players, and he would interview them through while they were playing a round of golf. And awesome. So I would film it and edit it. But it's really cool to like edit it too. But I mean, it's like 3 hours of footage. But you can cut big chunks of it.
No, I like you said, editing is fun. Like for me, sometimes I'm editing something for like class, and it's super fun. But then it's like, like when you're bigger scale, I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah. It's time consuming
for sure.
So behind the scenes, do you film like all behind the scenes too, or do you just do that sometimes?
Yeah. So that one. It's funny because I wasn't going to post the behind the scenes, the one that blew up on TikTok. It was the first one. But when I was planning and doing like a lot of meetings and stuff prior to the filming day in March, I wanted one of my friends to be a photographer and videographer throughout the shoot, just so like I had pictures and videos of like behind the scenes, because I knew it was going to be lots of fun and a lot of movement and a lot of people. So I wanted to keep that for my own, send it to everybody. And so I definitely want to do it more. And especially a lot of people, like film wise, they love having like a photographer there just to like take behind the scenes shots. And I'm glad I did it. It's funny because the video that went viral was filmed by my professor, who was,
really?
Yeah, he was like a dad. He was just the whole time so it's like he was like a proud dad.
That's awesome.
So then when I told him, I was like, your video went viral. He was so excited.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I do want to keep, for future things, definitely recording behind the scenes, because I love to see how many people are interested by like what goes into filmmaking and like what you see, but like what's actually going on,
Yeah, for sure.
Me, sometimes I get so caught up in the biggest picture where I'm like, this is going to turn into like a 3-hour movie. I need it in like minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think surrounding yourself with like screenwriters, and especially if we message after this, and I have some friends who are screenwriting majors, like I'm sure they
really?
Get tips. Yeah, they're good.
Dude, that would be awesome, because I could think of lines here and there, but I just can't do the whole, like I can't connect it all.
Yep, I totally feel that.
Yeah, but yeah. So, what was your favorite short film to film on YouTube? Because you have two, right?
Yeah, well, I have one that I've had a couple that are not on my my Highland Avenue one, because Highland Avenue is like newer. It's like what I want to start creating more stuff on. But I had some older products on some of my like older YouTube page. By far, that's hard. I had one, and I'll send it to you after. But one of them was "Come On Eileen," and that was like the fun little music video I made my freshman year of college. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. And it was just like something, and I actually made another one way before. I think it was like before going into college, another video like that. And it's just so nice, like, the people that were in that one to be like, Isiah, like, we're rooting for you, because it's like they seen like my growth and like, getting where I want to be. And I would have to say, that's hard. I want to say "Come On Eileen" because it's such a good time. But like obviously Pluto was like right there. Like Pluto's amazing. Like there were so many amazing memories and people, and it was a big scale project, so there was a lot more to it for sure.
Awesome. That's awesome. That sounds really fun. Yeah, I feel like working on a set with people is just super fun. Like, I don't know, like interacting with the actors and then directors and stuff.
It's a good time, especially for people that are like trying to network. So my actors all were through Backstage, which is like a platform where actors could pretty much, they see a whole bunch of job postings, and then they could apply like, hey, and for me, it was kind of like, hey, I'm putting it for a TikTok. And, you know, people are probably like, a minute? Like, what is this about? But the thing is, like, you never know who you'll meet and who you'll connect with. Like, when I was after posting Pluto, there was tons of people in the comments like, oh, I know Michael. Oh, this is Michael. And then there's like you said, it's just all like, it's cool because you get a network, you meet people, people could help you grow in ways. Like if you were like, hey, I want to write something, people would be like, oh, I'm a screenwriter. Like, I want to help. I want to be a part of it. It's definitely a good time. I mean, the memories you make are, yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah, for sure. So you posted a part 2 of it, of the. So did your professor film all 2 parts?
No. So he just filmed the walkthrough, the one that got the major views, and then part 2 is actually my videographer. Okay. Yeah, and she killed it. I mean, those shots are so nice. Yeah. And I remember when, it's funny because I didn't have any of those until the first part blew up. And I kind of reached out to her and I was like, hey, do you have any extra like footage or anything that I could use to make a second behind the scenes? And she had all of those. And she's like, yeah, it might not be, she's like, they might not be the best. And I was like, they came out amazing. So stuff, yeah.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my dog's going insane.
It's okay.
Do you have any inspirations, like people that you look up to?
No, yeah, that's hard. In film or just like in general?
In general or in film, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's so hard. I love Wes Anderson. Love his films. Like what he's able to capture. One day, like, I don't know, he's just awesome. If you haven't checked out some of his films, Quentin Tarantino, obviously, good stuff. And who else? I mean, I have tons of family and friends that like inspire me to keep going. Like, I mean, even like my school, it's funny. There's this lady that's a janitor at, I work in our school film lab, and she comes in all the time. And she always just has so much joy and so much like, her face lights up when I just tell her about my project, so she sees it. And like, that's something that just keeps me going because she's just like a little cheerleader. She's always like, I'm going to cheer you on. And it's so nice, you know, just, she always makes jokes like, oh, I'm just an old, you know, janitor, cleaning lady. And I'm like, oh, like, so awesome. And people like that are definitely somebody that just keep me going.
Yeah, for sure. So in your future short films, what can you tell us about your future short films?
Yeah, well, so after this, I'm kind of, so Pluto, before I even started, was going to be the start of like, I wanted to be able to start growing a platform and growing following so that I could like be able to create content and have like pretty much a platform that like people could see it, you know? And I didn't think it would get to where it was now. Like I would have been happy with 100 likes. Like I was just, you know, but pretty much what I wanted going forward was like being able to create more content similar to that, like with a lot of, you know, creatives and working and collaborating with a lot of my friends and new people that I've met. So going forward, I'm already planning things. I still want to do those fun little TikTok shorts. That's kind of what I'm going by. Like, oh, I'm going to make these little TikTok shorts to music. And then eventually probably have like different series, like maybe like a mood series, like capturing like a cinematic way. And then keep the music video ones going. But like, obviously, how can I tell a story in like 1 minute? So it's a lot of fun and it's a challenge. But like, I have a lot of great friends who are excited to help with everything and it should be good. I'm excited.
Nice.
So we'll see. We got some stuff coming.
Cool.
It's gonna take a while.
What was your reaction when you saw the video blow up?
Yeah. Where was I at? I remember I was at school, so I was dorming. I'm back home for the summer now. But I remember it kind of was like, I posted it and I wasn't even going to post. It's so funny because I wasn't going to post behind the scenes and I wasn't going to post Pluto, the main one, when I did, because of tons of editing things. Like there were tons of things I wasn't capable of that I was like, I don't know how to do it. I'm just going to wait. But then if I waited, I wouldn't have had Premiere. Like I don't have it on my laptop. I have it at my school. So it's kind of like, there was just tons of things and my friend helped me out last minute. And I was like, you know what? There's other little problems in it, but I'm just going to post it. And I posted like at 8 something, like on a Thursday or Wednesday. And it was just kind of going, like it was quiet. Like it was just, some of my friends did it. And then like around like 10, it kind of just started picking up. And I was like, what the heck? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I was just so overwhelmed because it was so crazy just because my phone was like blowing up. And then I was like, oh my, and I was just so excited. I remember I was like alone. Like none of my friends were around, and my roommate was gone, and I was just in my dorm room, just so excited.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day I woke up, and then I went to Six Flags actually. And then just that whole day was just blowing up. And then I decided to post the part 2, and then that one blew up. So it was I just couldn't believe it. I honestly was so overwhelmed in a good way, but like just reading the comments and people being so supportive and loving, even though they didn't know me. But it just made me it was really nice to
nice to super awesome to see people support what you want to do, for sure. All right, my last question is, it's what I ask everybody. Who's your favorite celebrity? Like A-list celebrity.
Ooh, that's hard. You can't do me like that. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, if I had to choose one, I would have to say Leonardo DiCaprio, because I've always been a fan of him since I was little, because he has so much range.
Yeah.
Like it amazes me, and that's something I strive to, be as an actor, and being able to capture as a director, like work with somebody like that. So I'd have to say Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, that's a good one.
Awesome. Yeah, it is a good one, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
The podcast. I enjoyed
thanks
it.
for having me.
Yep. No problem. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.
Thanks.